What is up, Sagittarius? How are you guys doing? It's bonus time. Time for your January 2025 bonus reading. So what I'm doing when I do bonus readings is I'm looking for details, situations, or scenarios that did not make it into the main monthly reading. For those of you who would like a personal reading, all the information you need as far as how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. I repeat, in the description of the video. Not in my Instagram DMs, not in my Facebook inbox, in the description of this video. I have to say that. I've been saying that for 5 straight years now. And still people come to my Instagram DM asking me, how do I book a personal reading? I'll ignore you. I ain't gonna respond to you. It's in the description of the video, okay? All right, let's jump into this. I'm actually starting these off with general messages. So career, finance, friends, family, anything but romance. What general messages do we have for Sagittarius in January, universe? Let's see. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Man, you hitting the ground running. Of course, you're a fucking Sagittarius. You invented hitting the ground running. But let's see what this is all about real quick. Hold up. Some of y'all might be traveling, possibly. You're leaving something behind. Oh, some of y'all, okay, I'm getting a couple of different storylines here. Wow, I'm getting a few different storylines here. Okay, so all right, so at the beginning of the general readings, the first thing that I'm looking for is it friends or family? That's the first thing I'm looking for. Or is it career, coworkers, workplace? I'm getting all of the above in this one spread. So let me see if I can throw out the miscellaneous messages and you catch it if it resonates. If it doesn't, just chuck it. Some of y'all got some drama popping off at the workplace. And you about to say, fuck this job. You might just walk the fuck out on them. Some of you. Okay? Starting a new job, hitting the ground running. Some of you are having a falling out with a very close family member. Some of you are having problems with your mom, with the Empress here. Okay. Some of you are falling out with a friend. Whatever it is, coworker, friend, family. I know there's at least one Sagittarius out there that is experiencing all of them. Man, sometimes, dude, every now and then, the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle happens like that. There's been a couple of times on my journey that I've gone through that, where all at once, you name it, everybody in your life, bow, 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 one after another, bow, bow, bow. And the universe rips the rug. All of it unrelated, you know. My family has nothing to do with this friend of mine. That has nothing to do with my workplace, but bam, 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 one after the other. Boom, 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 boom. It all falls apart. At least one of you going through that. But whatever it is, you're leaving something behind. And honestly, you're leaving behind a karmic tie. So it's all good though, man. You know, just know that this is going to have to be dealt with and released later on down the line because it's going to start weighing you down. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Karmic ties happen, and very frequently, sometimes we just got to let it be what it is for a little bit. Okay, but you just don't want to run from it and forget about it. That's when it'll start fucking you up later on down the line. All right, well, let's get some general advice for Sagittarius. What general advice do we have for Sagittarius universe? General advice. I don't know why this came out, so hopefully somebody needs to hear this. Learn to distinguish the difference without judgment between your ego and your intuition. I don't know why I'm being told to tell you that. I have no clue. Now, without judgment, okay? Ego is not bad, and intuition is not good. You can do good things with your ego, and you can do bad things with your intuition. You know, some of the most benevolent, well-intentioned people on the planet with nothing but the best intentions are all ego-based people, have no relationship with their intuition at all. Likewise, some of the most famous, notorious serial killers, bank robbers, and criminals were highly intuitive. And that's how they got away with it for as long as they did. You know, you ever hear that documentary about that serial killer or that bank robber that went on like a 20-year crime spree? How the hell do you think they made it 20 fucking years? They're highly intuitive. Highly intuitive, and they use their intuition for the wrong things. But I don't even really want to say wrong, because like I said, the point that I'm making is there is no judgment. You know, so learn to distinguish the difference without judgment between your ego and your intuition. One of the stupidest goddamn things that I hear people say in the spiritual community is that the goal is to get rid of your ego. You hear somebody say that, that's a dumbass. I wouldn't, if it was me, I personally wouldn't listen to anything else that comes out of their mouth after that. You are not going to get rid of your ego. The ego is the vehicle in which your higher self is cruising around experiencing this life. You ain't going to get rid of that. That's fucking stupid. The goal is to get the ego and your higher self working together as a team. That's the goal. That's what the goal is. I don't know who needed to hear that. I don't know why I'm being told to tell you that, but that's what came through. To me, it sounds unrelated to what we just talked about, but one thing that I've noticed throughout my line of work is whenever something makes like no sense to me, that's when everybody says, oh my God, I needed to hear that. That makes perfect sense. And on the other hand, whenever I'm making a really, really rock solid point that is very important, that makes perfect sense, that's when some people are like, why are you telling me that? I don't know why I need to hear that. So whatever, man. All right, let's move on to the love portion of the reading. Let's see who's coming in next, and let's see if we can pick up on any other details that were left out of the main monthly reading about who's coming in next. All right, let's see. Is there any other details that Sagittarius needs to hear about the next person coming in? Page of Cups reversed. So I think they've been wanting to come forward with a love offer for a while, but they've been too afraid. So, spoiler alert, I do think this is somebody that you know. It's not a brand new person. I don't think so. Yeah, they've been very patiently waiting on the right opportunity to come forward. Oh, okay. Where'd it go? There it is. You're being tested. This is a test. Pretty sure, didn't that come through for y'all over the last couple of months? You're being tested. You know why? Because it's time to start a new cycle. We all get tested when it's time to start a new cycle. You will not level up without demonstrating that you've learned your lesson. Every last one of us. Now, some of you may be saying, well, that's not true. I leveled up without being tested. No, the fuck you didn't. If you level up without being tested, what that means is you learned your lesson so fucking well that you bypassed it and completely avoided that test. And you aced it with flying colors and didn't even realize you were being tested. That's the best case scenario. That whatever bullshit you've been through, it gives you so much knowledge and so much wisdom that your spidey senses start tingling. You smell bullshit from a mile away and you won't go near that fucking test. Poof, you pass. Boom, you level up. But you're going to be tested. There's going to be somebody come up in your life trying to play mind games with you and use you for something. Now, the devil card can be many, many, many different things. Sometimes, more generally speaking, it can tend to be gender specific, when it comes to what they're using you for. Typically, generally, what do men want to use women for? Sex. And typically, generally, what do women usually want to use men for? Money, But, there's anything in between. There's all kinds of exceptions and different things that somebody could want to use you for, no matter what their gender is. But regardless, if you're a woman who is interested in men, there's a very strong likelihood that somebody's going to slide up in your life just trying to clap some cheeks, and they're going to blow whatever fucking smoke they need to blow up your ass to try to get some cheeks. On the other hand, if you're a male that deals with females, there's probably going to be some little bitch slide up in your life and do anything she can to get you to peel that wallet open, and anything in between. Okay, it's a test. So it's time to level up. It's time to level up. Well, when that comes through like that, that kind of puts a monkey wrench in my flow. Let's just see how the situation plays out, I guess. Because that tells the intentions, and that already fills in all the blank spots of everything I'm supposed to read after that. So let's see how this situation plays out. Is Sagittarius passing the test? Whoa. Two of Pentacles. So you're definitely weighing out the pros and cons. I don't think you're going to be so quick to jump into this head first. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Three of Cups though. So you're probably going to dip your toes in the water and acquiesce to seeing what this person's all about. Y'all might go out on a couple of dates, hang out a few times. But you aren't really feeling that strong of a connection. You don't really know what to do here. I'm not really seeing you abandoning this, but I'm not seeing you going for it either. This is spending... You're spending a little bit of time just kind of hanging around in the limbo, not really making a decision. Uh-oh. Some of you might decide to jump into this head first. Well, okay. Let's get the advice then. Let's get the advice. Some of you may decide to go ahead and go for it. What's the advice? Seven of Swords. You know who the Seven of Swords is, right? The liar, the cheater, the sneaky, deceitful little fuckbag. So, okay, here's the thing. When it all comes down to it, don't kick yourself in the ass for repeating a cycle. Okay? Now, I have to preface this by saying I'm not advocating that you go repeat toxic cycles. What I am advocating is that you don't judge yourself if you do. Because in a weird, paradoxical kind of way, repeating toxic cycles can be beneficial. As fucked up as this may sound, at the end of the day, the person who repeats the toxic cycle 20 times, in the long run, will end up wiser than the person who learned their lesson the first time around. They'll have more wisdom. They'll have more experience. They'll have, at the end, when it all comes down to it, you'll have a more interesting fucking story to tell. you know? Again, that's not my way of saying go do stupid shit. That's my way of saying if you do stupid shit, it's all good. Where do you think those of us who have knowledge and wisdom and teach people and guide people, where do you think wisdom comes from? You think people just wake up one day and squeeze real hard trying to push a fart out and accidentally shit some wisdom out? No. They get it from doing stupid shit and repeating toxic cycles over and over and over. That's where they get it from. So at the end of the day, don't blindly take my advice if you don't understand it. Don't do that. Blindly taking advice that you don't fully comprehend does nothing for you in the long run. I know there's a lot of tarot readers out there who just want to give you all the little answers and all the little cheat codes, right? Well, that don't help you. Now, there's nothing wrong with giving you the answers that you want to hear and, and whatnot and looking into the energies and stuff like that. But if they're not teaching you how to develop your own relationship with the universe and develop a better relationship with yourself and tap into your intuition and understand how to read energy, they're not helping you. They're helping you about as much as your friend that sits next to you in math class and gives you the answer to the test. Does that help you? No, not in the long run. It can give you a little quick fix there for the moment. It can put a little Band-Aid on your current problem. But what are you going to do the next time that you run into a problem like that? And trust me, you're going to run into a problem like that again. What are you going to do? Just keep running back to your friend for the answers? A lot of people use tarot readers for that very reason. And that does nothing for you. You don't learn shit. So if you don't understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, do yourself a favor and don't take my advice. You're better off repeating the cycle and repeating the cycle and repeating the cycle over and over and over until you learn. I've had to do it. I'm not judging you. I don't think you're stupid. I've had to do it. That's how I got to where I am today. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to be tested. But here's the thing, okay? Don't freak out. When you're tested, you are never, ever, ever, ever tested with something that you haven't experienced. Just know that, okay? And when you're tested, a test doesn't quite work like a soul contract does. When you have a soul contract, typically, generally speaking, you and another person will be magnetically drawn towards each other. Your life will begin to unfold in a way that will make it very difficult for you to avoid this situation. Now, you're not forced to do anything. So if you really don't want to fuck with it, you don't have to. You're not that bound to it. But you know what I'm saying. When you have a soul contract with somebody, you and this person will be brought together. It'll be very, very challenging to avoid. Now, when you're being tested, it doesn't happen that way. When you're being tested, the universe just pops open a door of opportunity and dangles a carrot, basically. Here's an example. Do you have like a store that you visit frequently? Like a little gas station by your house or a gas station by your work that you go to every day? Well, imagine a new hire gets hired on at that gas station and they start flirting with you every time you come in there. Flirting with you. But that's it. They're not trying to shove their way into your life. Your life is not unfolding in a way that makes it very difficult to avoid this person. You know, you don't just keep running in and bumping into this person everywhere you go. All you would have to do is say, I don't feel like going to that store today. And you would never see that person again. Okay? It's just an open door of opportunity. The universe is dangling a carrot. And there will be red flags. There will be little things that you've seen before. There will be some bullshit that you've heard before. It'll be something that you've experienced before. Best case scenario, and again, I'm just using this as an example. Best case scenario, like I said, your spidey senses will be tingling immediately. You'd be like, whoa, something feels off about this person. Don't know what it is. Can't tell what it is. Something doesn't feel right. I'm going to not go to this store for a while. There's another gas station a mile down the road. I'll just start going there. This feels weird. Poof. You passed the test with flying colors and never even knew you were being tested. Worst case scenario, you're like, oh my God, somebody's showing me some attention. Boom, you get sucked right back in and repeat a past cycle. Now, that's the best case scenario, the worst case scenario, and there are so many different things in between. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with repeating a cycle. All right, now, let's see what's going on between you and the person that you're interested in. Is there any other details or situations or scenarios about the person Sagittarius is interested in? Anything else Sagittarius needs to hear about their love interest? Moon card reverse. Some of you might be interested in the Pisces. Hang on a second. Okay. So, I mean, I think a love offer is going to be made. Ooh, and the Empress. Oh, shit. Fucking codependency card. God damn it. I don't feel like talking about that tonight, man. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to try to steer around this. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't feel like talking about this tonight. I really don't. So I'm going to try to steer around it, okay? Universe, unless Sagittarius needs to hear me talk about this, I'm going to try to avoid this. But if you want them to hear it, fucking bring it out in the next spread. Okay. Anyway, so I am feeling like a love offer is being made. And I do think that this is a long-term contract. It kind of feels to me like this person is opening up and expressing their feelings towards you. It does. I'm feeling like a fucking love offer is being made. I think y'all are coming together. I think so. I ain't got nothing else to fucking say about that. That's King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Empress. I think y'all gonna end up together. Okay. Some of you interested in the Cancer. Who the fuck do I got here? I got Leo, 2 Leo cards. Leo, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, and Pisces. Could be a fellow Sagittarius for some of you, but I think that's your energy. Might I say, this is the most badass Sagittarius card I've ever fucking seen. That's the Temperance. Fucking third eye. Wow, that's some fucking trippy esoteric shit right there, man. Fucking badass. I like it. Anyway, let's see what this person's truest, deepest feelings and intentions are. Let's see. Let's see. Let's use this one. What's this person's truest, deepest feelings and intentions? Ooh, 6 of Cups reversed. So they are still holding on to some past baggage. For some of you, they could possibly have a baby mama, baby daddy. There's definitely either some past baggage, or just some vibrational baggage they haven't released. But the good news is I don't think they're trying to get back with a past person. They are walking away, but fuck, they have not let it go. Oh, no, the fuck they have not. Oh, no, they have not. Their ex's energy is still all over them. They are not releasing that. Okay, they do feel an abnormally strong connection with you. I think you and this person do have karma to work out from a previous lifetime. Man, this person got feelings for you, bro. Ace of Cups. Okay. That looks pretty goddamn solid. Like I said, no, they don't have any intentions of trying to get back with a past person. Okay. So it's not like they're secretly in love with their ex, waiting for their ex to come back, and then they're going to leave you for their ex. It's not like that. They're done. They're fucking done with their ex, but they have no idea how to heal from it. Their ex's energy is still all over them. They are still very, very tightly energetically tied. They still have all of the past vibrational baggage weighing them down from their ex. They're not a very good communicator either, so that could possibly cause a little bit of tension, but there's no bad intentions behind it. Doesn't excuse shitty behavior, but if it's any consolation, there's no bad intentions behind their shitty communication. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. How's it playing out for the first 60 days? How's it playing out? Oh, shit. Tower card. This is telling me it's going to come to a sudden, abrupt, and unexpected end between the two of you. No, I didn't expect that. Why? Why is this coming to an end? I already had the title fucking ready for this video in my mind and everything, and that just fucked it all up. Okay, what the fuck? Justice reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, well, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so here's the thing. Like I said, I don't think this person is trying to get back with their ex. However, when you enter into a relationship with that much past vibrational baggage weighing you down from a past person, it doesn't matter what your intentions are. It doesn't matter if you have nothing but the best of intentions in the world. You want to settle down, you want to get married, you want to stick a ring on it, you know, have kids, the whole nine. When you're carrying that much past vibrational baggage, you don't have the bandwidth to process a connection with another person. You don't. You're like a computer. You're like a fucking phone that's filled with so many goddamn photos, there's too much storage. Storage space is full. You got to go through and delete your fucking photo album. Something, you got to clear that shit out. When you don't, that's another thing that happens when you're not healed from all the heartbreak and all the trauma and the unfinished business and all that unprocessed energy. You're just like a goddamn cell phone with too much storage space. You don't have the bandwidth to process anything new. So a connection, a true, genuine connection isn't happening between the two. Y'all are not connecting at the deepest level. You can't. This person is incapable of connecting with you. They got too much inner work they need to do. Damn, dog. Well, let's get some advice here. Let's get some advice. Whoa. What's the advice for Sagittarius with their love interest? King of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is very slippery. And I need to make sure that I preface this properly because you can't make them heal. Some of you know that, but some of you don't. Thank you, Lori Hendricks, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. You can't fix them. However, what you can do is hold a space and let this person know that you are free to open up and express everything that's going on inside of you without being judged. That's hard. As easy as that sounds, it is hard. That is tough to remain that neutral with somebody that you're that into, somebody that you have that much of an emotional attachment to allow them to open up and actually express everything that's going on inside of them. That is a lot more fucking challenging than you would think. But they need to know that, shit, I'm here. I'm not judging you for shit. You can talk to me about anything. I can be a voice of reason. I can be a voice of encouragement. I can be a shoulder to lean on, an ear to listen if you need to vent. I can give you some advice if you want it. And that's about all you can do. The rest of it is on them. If they don't want to take part in their own healing, then doing all that will only contribute to maybe 5 to 10% of their healing. But if they do genuinely want the support, then that could contribute to 75 to 80% of their healing. So, however you need to figure out how to get that point across, that would be your best bet in regards to mitigating the damage, or at least trying to bypass that timeline. Okay? All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey.